Our community in South Florida and across America is diverse. Our community across the world is vast. And here are the bullet points of the queer news for today, Thursday, November 9th, 2023. So let's begin by talking to you about queering up business. Target CEO has new comments about pulling LGBTQ plus pride merchandise from stores. We all remember that debacle,
no.
right?
I wish I didn't remember it.
Oh my God, I remember it like it was yesterday. It was, picture it, Miami Beach, 2023. So I remember it was like March or April, right? And Cal had just gone to Target. He had gone to one. It wasn't in Plantation. Where was it that he had gone to?
Yeah, it was in Sunrise Plantation area, out by
Sunrise.
me, out in the west part of the county. And I was so excited. I took pictures and I immediately texted to Faye. And I'm like, look, the Pride collection's out and it's in front of the store and it's not just a shelf, it's an entire, section in a store. And it was bright and rainbowy and smiles and
he bought too many things that day one, right? And we thought it was the beginning of wonderful things, and we thought that Target had our backs.
We
right?
did.
Right?
We did.
And I'm not saying that they don't. I mean, let's get into the story first. But soon after, because of complaints and anti-LGBTQ plus rhetoric, they ended up having to pull the merchandise and all this kind of crap happened. But let me tell you some facts about the story, all right? So here we go, Cal. Target CEO Brian Cornell has new and extensive comments about June's Pride Month merchandise. He explained that employees face daunting challenges over Pride Month merchandise in a new interview that he conducted. Target has celebrated Pride Month every June for more than a decade, but I think that this year it was that they just did it more and they went above and beyond. 2023 was the first time that it expanded to honor the trans community, and it created dramatic backlash. Cornell said adverse reaction mirrored larger discourse in states that have enacted anti-trans laws. And I remember that we started looking at the bad TikToks of the negative Karens, that we're looking at the onesies, right? And they were saying, why does this have to be for kids? Why are you trying to groom the children? And it had nothing to do with
that. I mean, if anyone who has ever seen the Pride collection at Target included everything from all gender wear to housewear to household goods to home decor to pet clothing, everything you can actually think of, doormats for your home. That's why I said, the collection at Target this year was extremely extensive, and I was so proud to be able to see an entire section of the store.
And so inclusive. And it made us feel so inclusive. And of course, we feel included, right? Then of course there's got to be other people that don't feel included, unfortunately. And then there was a huge backlash. So Cornell said that it led to that they had a lot of backlash from adding trans into their collection. So Cornell said that adverse reaction mirrored larger discourse in states that had enacted these anti-trans laws. And Cornell also said that it led to a substantial increase in in-store confrontations, but also contributed to a slump in overall Target sales during the second quarter. Cornell told CNBC about grave in-store situations, about employees that they found themselves in very aggressive behavior, and that they were received with threats, destruction of merchandise, and disruptions in the cashier area that were all done by haters or Karens, okay? But if like a brown person like us went into Target and started ripping things apart, what would happen, Cal?
It would have been the reverse insurrection. Like, honestly, in Target, and I don't understand this. Like, you go shopping, we all go grocery shopping, we go to Target, we go to Walmart, you go and get your stuff and you leave.
Yeah.
Like, what is it any business of yours that, the queer community has merchandise that they can go and be themselves?
I have a coaster with a rainbow on it. Why does it bother you?
No, because we've gotten to this level in our society where if I don't like something and I don't want to do something, then I don't want you to like it or do it either.
Yeah, well, so Cornell described situations of hostility by yelling at employees and threatening to light products on fire, right? Cornell said in the same interview, he said, quote, "I've seen natural disasters. We've seen the impact of COVID leading into the pandemic, some of the violence that took place after George Floyd's murder. But I will tell you, Becky," I'm thinking that Becky was the interviewer, "what I saw back in May is in the first time since I've seen in my job where I had store team members saying it's not safe to come to work." Lastly, Target has not announced what they will do for Pride Month 2024, okay? And I will finish this story by saying, this gentleman says, the CEO, Mr. Cornell says, I've never experienced my employees having to deal with such violence and such threats and stuff like that. But guess what? What your employees feel now is what LGBTQ plus it feels every single day. Welcome to our world. We are threatened and we are scream that, and we are, violence is perpetuated. That is what our LGBTQ plus community deals with every day, and your employees had to deal with it for Pride Month. I mean, bigger steps need to happen. CEO, you need to come back and support us. Maybe, there's got to be some way where everybody's happy. But at the end of the day, if everybody's not happy, still support us. Right?
Yeah, and I think it's a combination of a couple things. So the DEI, the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee that Target has, along with their HR team and also their crisis communication team, I think those three teams need to come together and do what's best, not only for the customers, but also for the employees as well.
I got it. That makes a lot of sense.